You will never feel time passing until it's already gone. Frieren's message doesn't focus on cherishing time. The actual message is hidden deep down in our consciousness. All the Stoic philosophers grasped a concept many still shy away from. You don't waste time due to laziness. You waste time because you think you will live forever. Frieren shows what happens when the mind behaves like a human, but the body never dies. She's not teaching you to value time. She's revealing the price of ignoring it. Many believe Frieren offers a soothing reflection on time. Mellow, tender, touching. But this is just a part of it. The tale resonates because it reveals something hidden in our subconscious. We fail to see time passing, and once we do, it's already too late. This idea is ancient. The Stoics recognized it 2000 years ago. Marcus Aurelius wrote you could live life right now. He wrote it not as a threat. That's a reminder. Because humans act as if they will have infinite tomorrows. Frieren does the same thing. Centuries pass beneath her slow footsteps, yet she mourns every instant she failed to seize. Not because she's immortal, but because she lived like we humans do, assuming important matters can wait. As you observe Frieren's and Hamil's journey, you notice right away that Hamil treasures each small moment. Frieren barely registers them. This doesn't mean she's uncaring. Her mind just doesn't see time as scarce. People act the same way, we just don't live as long. On the Shortness of Life, Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. We waste it because we assume tomorrow exists. We scroll, we wait, we postpone." Frieren isn't the odd one out. She simply lives the way humans think. Detached, distracted, always assuming there is more time. As most fantasy stories uses immortality as a cautionary tale, exploring its profound negative consequences in Frieren, the writer uses it as a punishment. Immortality in this story isn't power, it's a spotlight. It forces every regret to come back eventually. The Stoics had a term for this, the premeditation of evil. Thinking about the worst-case scenario to stay grounded in reality. Frieren's tragedy is that she never premeditates loss. She never imagines Hamil's dying. She never considers the team splitting apart. Why would she? She has centuries left. But immortality doesn't protect her from regret, it amplifies it. Every moment she ignores, it becomes a permanent ghost. Frieren's immortality isn't a fantasy. It's a psychological magnifier for the human condition. You only understand value after it's gone. The core message of Frieren line up directly with Stoic philosophy. The Stoic believed the only way to live fully was to remember, constantly, that life ends. This idea is called memento mori. Remember that you will die. People hear that phrase and think it's depressing, but the Stoics saw it as freedom. If you accept that everything ends, you finally understand what matters. Notice how Frieren changes only after Hamil is gone. Not because she learned to cherish time, but because she finally understands the cost of ignoring it. Something shifts in Frieren that no one least of all herself announced out loud. It starts with Fern. Fern is no longer the sullen child dragging her feet behind an immortal who treated centuries like afternoons. Fern now walks half a step ahead, corrects Frieren's posture during spell practice, scolds her for forgetting to eat, and most telling of all, no longer asks permission to speak her mind. That is the first moment she truly pays attention. After that, the small things start to matter in a way they never did across her thousands of years. The sound of snow falling on the tent at 2 a.m. when everyone else is asleep. The faint taste of salt on the wind 2 days before they reach the sea. She began lingering, not the old lingering of an elf who had endless tomorrows, but the deliberate lingering of someone who has finally understood that tomorrow is a promise only made to humans. That is the closest she ever come to admitting it. She is practicing presence and mindfulness, not because it will save her, but because she waited until it was almost too late to start. She is not hopeful. Hope is for people who still have time. Frieren is grieving in advance, mourning every future second she will live without them, while they are still alive to be annoyed by her. And because grief is sharper than hope, it keeps her awake, alert. So yes, Frieren begins paying attention, not because she has learned the value of life, but because she has finally painfully learned the price of having ignored it for so long. Regret is painful, but it's also the most effective teacher in the world. Stoic believe regret was a signal, a correction of the soul. Seneca said, "Life is long if you know how to use it." Frieren learns this the hard way. It's not that she cherishes time now, it's that she understands how dangerous it is to ignore it. Regret forces her to grow. Regret opens her heart. Regret teaches her what thousands of years never did. Regret is her mentor, and it's ours. We always tell ourselves the same lie. I have time. Frieren believed it for centuries. We believed it for decades. I did. But the truth is, we don't have time. We make time, or we lose it. The Stoics lived with a constant reminder. This is the great equalizer. Frieren is the same. She just learns it slowly. Humans learn it right at the end. This isn't a motivational message. It's a warning. If you don't confront your mortality now, you will understand life only when it's already over. So what does Frieren actually teach? The real lesson is, you will act like you have more time than you do, and you won't change until something forces you to. Frieren had immortality. You have a lifespan. But the curse is the same. We both think tomorrow is guaranteed. We both overlook people who matter. We both ignore the moments we should treasure. And we both only learn the truth after losing something important. Frieren isn't a fantasy. She's a mirror reflecting everything we refuse to face.